The video coming to you live right outside the council chamber here in Melbourne, Florida. We're here today to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas and to address the city council and mayor here. For those of you who aren't aware, the mayor of Melbourne, through my investigation, I exposed him for not only being a horrible cop, resigning in disgrace, abusing people. I have a political ad I'm going to be sharing with you guys today, but he's just a really bad person, and in my opinion, he's a criminal because he signed off on some voting and received, for Habitat for Humanity, and received money from it. So, hey, how you doing?
Brian is also a department instructor in general instruction, firearms instruction.
Good job. There you are, sir.
Special munitions instruction.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
He is also the SWAT team.
Now I just want to be able to get that one thing tomorrow.
So yeah, for those of you who haven't been following, this is Melbourne, Florida. We're here to speak at the city council meeting. We gotta go sign up right now. Just make sure my mic is good. Love you guys. I gotta start making the drive out to Melbourne. All right, we're good. So we're gonna go inside. This is Mayor Paul Alfrey, who used the Melbourne Police Department to intimidate his deceased brother's family. He has voted in resolutions and signed resolutions that gave him $10,000 from $500,000 of Habitat for Humanity. So let's go in, let's sign up. And we have some interesting, make sure you guys stick around, hit the like button, because this is going to be an interesting public comment, that's for sure.
And last but not least, Tammy Still from Financial Services.
I did not get the names of all your family members and friends that are here, so you can introduce them later on. So tonight we proudly honor Tammy
The sign-in sheet back here?
of Melbourne's Financial Services Department, celebrating 25 years. Tammy began her career on January 29th, 2001 in the finance department. She started as an accountant 1, was promoted to an accountant 2 in 2004, and advanced to senior accountant in 2012. And she continues to hold that today. Throughout your career, Tammy has demonstrated exceptional technique, expertise, institutional knowledge, and professional leadership. As a senior accountant, she plays a vital role in the city's audit, annual audit process, and the city's annual comprehensive financial report, ensuring accuracy, completeness, and compliance with governmental accounting standards. Tammy is instrumental in financial analysis related to the water and sewer rate model and revenue sufficiency analysis, and ensures ongoing compliance with water and sewer bond covenants. And as council knows, we recently went through the rate study, and we know how significant those funds are and what taking care of those must mean. Throughout your 25 years of service, Tammy has consistently demonstrated professionalism, adaptability, and commitment to excellence. Her ability to maintain accuracy.
Let me know where you guys are watching from.
Manage competing priorities, communicate effectively with staff and the public, and uphold the highest standards of governmental accounting has made Tammy a trusted resource and a cornerstone of the city's financial operations. Tammy's long-standing dedication and contributions have made a lasting impact on the city, and her service reflects the highest ideals of public stewardship. So thank you very much.
Bear with me, guys. We're just waiting for the public comment time.
Our projects, and I appreciate all of your hard work for the city. And do you want to introduce who you have with you tonight, since I don't have names?
Yeah, that's my mom, Jan Rushing, my youngest son, Gabriel, and my oldest is Faith.
Thank you for being here to support her. And here's just a little bit of a token of our appreciation. Thank you very much. Yep, can we get you back up here, please?
And then all of our council members. Here, let's put this way, since we don't have anyone coming.
Stay tuned, guys. We're just waiting for public comment.
Moving on to item number 5.
So Vice Mayor, without a quorum, you'll not be able to move or vote on approval of minutes. So that'll be postponed until the next meeting.
Okay. So moving on to item number 6, the city manager's report.
In addition to the.
Stay
written
tuned,
report,
guys. We're
I
about to
did
be
have 3
public
items.
speaking.
Some of them were requesting consensus, but I also think that I can move forward with a couple and without that, and maybe bring them back at the next meeting. So, yesterday I forwarded Mayor and Council a member from our Beautification and Energy Efficiency Board, otherwise known as BEEB, and I believe that memo warrants a discussion item on one of the February agendas to discuss their concerns and possible outcomes. So I'm going to ask if there were any objections. I think, based on something you just reminded me of, that Councilman Newman reminded me about, I think I think there was consensus before that we didn't need consensus to put discussion items on, but I will look at both February meetings. It's more than likely it'll end up on the February 24th meeting anyway. Also, I have been invited to attend Congressman Herodopoulos' municipal workshop this Thursday. Each municipality is being asked to speak for less than 3 minutes on our challenges, concerns, and proposed solutions related to our city and our community at large. I was going to ask if you had anything specific that you wanted me to add to our statement. I was going to base most of our statement off of, even though they're state legislative priorities, many of them translate to federal priorities.
I would love her.
And
I would love for her to talk
and also,
to bring
like, some of
up to the
some of
congressman
issues
about
we
the
talked
mayor
about
and
in our
the
budgeting process
ARPA funds and
other
the
council
corruption
items
that's going
that
on
council has
here.
taken action. I was going to try to summarize and add those. I just found out the format of what they were looking for. It's only 3 minutes. And so I didn't have time to prepare that before tonight. But if you have anything you want to add, you can either speak up now or give me a call or an email. Do you have anything off the top of your head? I didn't give you any time to prepare, so.
Vice Mayor? A lot of the other municipalities have tended to talk to him, usually about like infrastructure things, like federal roads and things. Do we have any items there that may warrant his attention to make sure we're getting proper funding or maintenance of things that maybe I know that he's used to that, so that might be helpful.
And maybe the Ellis widening?
Or Alice, sure.
And because that is being funded largely by DOT, which they get a lot of their funding from the feds, so I definitely can bring that up. And it's the first one that came to mind.
Yeah, that's just,
Okay.
I'm just noting what other folks are doing,
Okay.
so why not jump in on that for infrastructure?
And is there anything federally regarding the railroad, the train?
Well, you're jumping ahead to my next
Sorry.
item, but I will make sure I put railroad. Okay. Anything else you feel, like I said, I have until Thursday around noontime. Feel free to call or to send me an email about that. So my third item is exactly about that. It's about the railroad. So this morning I spoke with Florida Department of Transportation's their District 5 Director of Transportation Development, and he was requesting a letter of support. And so DOT Central Office is preparing a grant application for a Federal Rail Administration Federal State Partnership for Inter-City Passenger Rail Grant Program. That's a mouthful. That's why I wrote it down. This application will establish DOT's statewide advancement of feature enhancements at these inner-city crossings. And so this program will, it will provide a programmatic approach to implementing safety countermeasures at over 900 inner-city passenger rail crossings in Florida. They're looking all over the state. It's also, the proposed improvements include upgraded traffic control devices, enhanced pedestrian treatments, improved lighting, very similar to what the TPO applied, but this is for the I call them intersections, the crossings that weren't covered under that. And so they were looking in Melbourne at Masterson, that was in the TPO project, Creel Street, Babcock Street, Silver Palm Avenue, Seminole Avenue, Lincoln Avenue, Palmetto, Jackson, W.H. Jackson, but that was in the TPO, Jernigan, and then East New Haven Avenue, but that was in the TPO project. So in the past, I have asked for permission to send letters of support. But in regard to the Rail Association, we've done several letters of support on this. And so I think the last time when I needed a letter of support, when there wasn't a council meeting, when I knew about it, I've been providing counsel under separate cover that I provided this. It aligned with our previous goals. So I don't necessarily need a vote, but I will be sending out that. And you know, in worst case scenario, once we have a full quorum, that are a full board, I can always withdraw our letter of support. But it really is, I mean, it's for safety improvements. I don't know how we would not support it. That's my personal opinion.
Does anybody have any comments or questions?
And I just found out about that at like 10
Public
minutes.
comments coming up,
And
guys.
those were
Stay
my 3
tuned.
extra items.
Thank you so much, I appreciate it. Moving on to item number 7, public comments. Do we have any? Just the one?
Just one.
Okay, we have Long Island Audit.
Good evening, everyone. Good to see you guys again. Sean Paul Reyes, Long Island Audit. I'm here because I don't want you to forget. I love coming here to Melbourne. It's a great place to be. I love it here. I love contributing to your economy and your restaurants and everything else. So I want to make sure that you guys understand when you're city manager, when you're speaking to the congressman, maybe you can speak to them about what the illegal actions your mayor has engaged in. Maybe that's something to talk about. Because it's not right. You can't vote for $500,000 to go to somebody and then benefit $10,000. None of you would see that as objectively reasonable. That you would see that as corruption. You would see that as something that's wrong. This mayor has a history of trying to gaslight the people and saying, "Oh, I can't speak. I wonder why he's not here today." By the way, he's never here. I feel like I'm here more than him, so maybe I'll run for mayor. Maybe I'll move out here and run for mayor. But it's just disappointing that nobody's speaking up about this, and they should. This is important, what the mayor is doing. And I submitted a FOIA request to the city clerk. They tried to charge me $7,000 for all the information. You guys can get that for free. Why can't you just do that? Why do I have to spend $7,000 to get documents between the mayor and Larry Jarnes? It's ridiculous. I'm a journalist conducting an investigation. I already found the 10,000 you guys you didn't see it. So I'm trying to find more of the relationship and the voting record between the mayor. And the mayor is not here today, but you know he likes to call me a paid agitator, and I'm trying to extort him or something like that. I don't know what I would extort him for. I'm not sure how much he has, but I don't want anything from the mayor. But this is 5 years ago. Somebody sent this to me. Let's all take a listen. Let's see.
Disgrace from the Melbourne Police Department. We're stealing taxpayer dollars by forging time cards, admitting to visiting a prostitute while on duty during an investigation on missing narcotics, and unlawfully tasing and beating an innocent fisherman, causing a city lawsuit and settlement of thousands of dollars. Paul Alfrey, reckless as a cop, unfit for mayor.
They showed the lawsuits. You guys support a man who beats people as a cop, who has had problems with the drug containing the drugs at the department, resigned in disgrace. These are all facts. These cops here could probably tell you. The lieutenant that's here, he could probably tell you. They're all victims of Paul Alfrey. He retaliates against these officers. I received so many different complaints from the police department anonymously because they're scared that you guys are going to retaliate against them or the chief is going to retaliate against them. They're scared of their own mayor. They're like, oh, what if I don't speak up against the mayor, I'm going to be gone out of here. This is ridiculous. You guys are public servants. You should do your job. The mayor should be here first and foremost. But you guys should do your job and investigate this for the public. I know there's not a lot of people watching here. There's like maybe, 6 people here. But more people will be watching. And I want to encourage everybody watching to go to your public meeting, local public meeting, and participate in your democracy and your government. Thank you.
Is there any other public comments? The last one? Okay, so moving on to unfinished business.
And of
number
course.
8.
Of course, they will never do anything about it. It's ridiculous.
I believe that, city engineer James Ennis has an update on this.
This is why you just let them know, you expose them to the world, and they just walk off on them because it's really pointless. It makes no sense whatsoever to go back in there or to wait in there and hear them talk about their nonsense when they're not going to talk about the mayor. They're not. They're going to talk about nonsense. They're not going to talk about the mayor You want to hear it again? If you guys, could you guys hear that okay? Let me know. Hold on. This is the, I'll show it to you guys. So you guys can see it because there's video.
Previously,
Paul Alfrey resigned in disgrace from the Melbourne Police Department for stealing taxpayer dollars by forging time cards, admitting to visiting a prostitute while on duty during an investigation on missing narcotics, and unlawfully tasing and beating an innocent fisherman, causing a city lawsuit and settlement of thousands of dollars. Paul Alfrey, reckless as a cop, unfit for mayor.
This was a political ad from 5 years ago. A political ad from 5 years ago. But yet I'm the stranger coming from New York, from Long Island, New York. Beautiful. I love Long Island, New York. I'm the stranger coming in, the paid agitator. We got to be careful in our country when we start labeling freedom-loving citizens as paid agitators, domestic terrorists, would-be assassins, right? I got more coming live for you guys on that situation. Soon, coming live from on the ground, but you'll see in future videos. Make sure you're subscribed. And I just want to make a public statement. I didn't want to say it in there, but I received some alarming information that the mayor is, I don't know how true this is. This is not me trying to paint this on the mayor. I just want to say that I've received some troubling allegations regarding the mayor and him wanting to do some sort of taking care of his family and mine. This is, and me. But again, this is not something that I'm saying happened. This is, if somebody told you this, right? If somebody gave you information that somebody else wanted to do you harm, you would want that information to be out there, say you're not suicidal, and make sure that, that doesn't happen. We all have families. We don't want, we want to go home at the end of the day to our family, and that's all I'm saying. Somebody had told me that, and I want to bring that up so that way we are clear. I never want to hurt myself. I love my family. I love my country, and I will always fight for my country no matter what. I will always travel down to Florida. I know, poor me, right? Going down to Florida in the middle of a snowstorm, but I will always come here, speak out. I won't forget. I'll hold Fahey accountable. I'll hold everybody accountable I need to. And I will always fight for this country. That is for sure. Politics aside, left, right, it's about up and down. I keep telling you guys that. Please do some research. It's up and down. It's the powerful versus the non-powerful, and we the people need to stick together. That's why I love this hat. But I appreciate you guys. Yeah, you could think that, but we'll talk more about that later. I know there's the elephant in the room about, a lot of you are very emotional right now based on the fact that I stand up for the Constitution and the people inside the country, which shouldn't shock you, I know, but we'll talk more about that soon, live on location. So I love you guys. I love you guys. No matter if you agree or not, I still love you, and I want us to be better as a country, and I will always resist tyranny everywhere I go. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you soon. I'll be going live tomorrow. So tomorrow I have a very important live. So make sure you have make sure you're subscribed, have the notification bell turned on so you don't miss it. As always, stay safe. God bless. I'll see you in the